To say thank you to everybody who got into disruptive money consulting. First time I've had a project sell out that fast. 6 hours, all the slots were gone. So that's cool. I've come to realize some things. A few months ago, I realized that whenever I said it's going to take you 3 to 5 years to start your business, a lot of people tuned out. They didn't want to hear that. And the dark side was throw out some hustle porn. And I've been having this battle for years. And I said, you know what? We're going to put out the best content. We're going to put out the truth. We're not going to the dark side. We're just not going to do it. And I'm really glad that many of you got it. Many of you understand that you're not going to be rich overnight. Many of you understand that you got to keep your jobs and you got to hustle on the side. Many of you understand that. So for that, I'm grateful and congratulations. We're going to do big things. Now, I woke up to a lot of messages this morning. I had a lot of people who's like, hey, could you do this? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to postpone anything. I'm not going to make this pricing available forever. I'm not doing that. But what I am going to do is I am going to create an opportunity for those 100 people who want to take it. What I'm going to do, and I want you to listen to me, is I'm going to make Hustle Camp $150 per month for only 100 people for 20 months. That's $3,000. Once you graduate Hustle Camp, then you move to disruptive money. So what I'm willing to do, and I'm going to even explain it to you because to me it's a win-win. To ensure that I have a consistent pipeline, I'm willing to do this because there's going to be some people who are going to pay it off early. There's going to be people who are going to go through it. I'll be working the program, and then by the year, let's see, 20 months is a year and 8 months. A year and 8 months from now, I'll have a bunch of people who will be jumping into the disruptive consulting. But this is the cool thing. Y'all will be educated. You'll have a lot of stuff going on because you'll get all of that with Hustle Camp. So I want you to think of Hustle Camp as undergrad. Hustle Camp is going to give you the skills, give you the selling stuff, and make you seasoned. Then you get into disruptive money. So what I'm doing for 100 people, because that's going to be roughly 4 to 5 months, you will graduate from Hustle Camp. In graduation, well, you do all the courses. Then you will also, be finished. You will have paid your $3,000. And this is one of the things. And this is something I know. If you get into Hustle Camp and do the work, the $150 per month will be nothing. It will be nothing. But if you're not doing the work, man, that's a lot of money. That's just a lot of money. So what it's going to do is it's going to force people to be accountable. Then you will get disruptive consulting, which is going to be a lot more at this time. And the reason I want to make this social contract with you guys, the people who graduate from Hustler Undergrad, I'm probably going to do a nice cool last t-shirt for that too, will be seasoned. You'll have businesses, you'll have side hustles, you will have crossed that 4 figures per month deal, and then we can do beautiful things. So I'm creating my own economy, my own ecosystem, my own training camp to put people into a better position without sacrificing my principles, without going to the dark side. And I see this a win-win-win. Now, I can only talk to a certain amount of people, but one of the things is 18 months from now, this training program will be much more expensive. It'll be more different, and I'll have employees. So I'll be able to handle heavier loads. So what I'm doing, and once again, listen to it, watch this video 4 or 5 times, maybe 10 times, and you'll see that embedded in this video are the things that I talk about. I train people to do what I'm doing. I teach you what I'm doing because this is the only way I know how to do it. I don't have any other magic tricks except we're going to turn 100 people into bona fide hustlers, and then we're going to turn them into business people. This is something that's been in my mind for a minute, and with the success of disruptive money, I know this is going to work, and it's going to be a breeding ground for entrepreneurs and hustlers for years and years to come. And then we can do good things, we can do great stuff, and we can make a lot of money. If I give this stuff away for free, 95% of you will not do anything with it. So it's not the cost of the course. Ain't it at all. It's the cost of the commitment. If it's free, there is no cost for commitment. $150 a month, there's a cost to commitment. And when there's a cost to commitment, that's when people improve. That's when people take it to the next level. This special pricing of $150 is for the first 100 people. So once 100 people jump in there, pricing goes up to $250 a month. Because once again, let me be clear, you're going to get disruptive money consulting for free or as a graduation present after you make all your payments, after you do everything you need to do here. So this is what's going to happen. 100 people. Like I said, you can dilly-dally, you can take your time, you can think I'm full of bullshit, but the minute we get to 100 people, that pricing disappears. Then I'm going to do $250. And then after that pricing, but $250 is going to be for probably another 100 people. And once that pricing disappears, then I'm going to take it to $350. And then I'm going to take it to $500. Because I figure at the 18-month mark, the disruptive consulting is going to be about a $10,000 product. So you can get trained now, get access now, and then make more money later. Once again, win-win. That's how I see it. So the links below, the disruptive money, that $3,000, that's gone. This is going to be the only way that you can get that pricing. Unless you just go ahead and get on the payment plan, because I'm going to leave the 2 payment plans. You could do $1,500, and I'm going to change that payment plan. You can do $1,500 in 2 payments, or you can do $1,000 in 3 payments. And I'm just going to make it an even $3,000 each one. That's another way you can get into the classes sooner, but into this month, into this session, this 6 weeks, then that's going to go up because there'll be more people, there'll be more stuff. So, and when I say more people, I'm going to hire people. This is not something that I can do by myself. I can do this first group by myself because I planned and I set it up that way. But as this thing grows, no, I will not. So once again, links below. It's $100, or it's $150 for 20 months. And you get immediate access to Hustle Camp. And I'm about to go over what's going to be in Hustle Camp right now. Alrighty, that was quick. So this is one of the things that we're getting ready to do. I am getting rid of a lot of stuff. Getting rid of a lot of fluff, so to speak. So you heard what's going down. There's a few questions that I didn't answer when I set that up because I know it's going to come. Hey, Glendon, I bought Hustle Camp or I bought a course. Can we discount or take that off? No. If it doesn't dawn on you what you're getting, if you're going to trip over dimes and miss dollars, that's cool. We're not doing that. This offer begins today. So anything that happened yesterday, it does not factor into this. Also, there's a few people who've got everything in Hustle Camp, but I'm going to change it all around. I'm getting rid of the Never Broke Action Pack. I'm getting rid of virtually all of these other bundles, and there will only be one bundle. And I'm going to actually change the art on that. Hold on. Good Lord. All right. What's going to be the final product? This will be it. What's going to happen is you're going to go below, click the link, and enroll and start paying your $150. And what's going to happen is then you will be added to this and you'll be sent in your login credentials. So that's how it's going to go. It is a 20-month deal, and you can pay early. And anyone that signs up for this, I was up late last night, so I'm a little tired. Anyone that signs up for this, you will have the price of $3,000 locked in. It won't change. And if you want to pay early, like let's say you're 6 months in and all of a sudden you start hustling, you're hustling. It's like, hey, Glendon, I want to pay this off and jump into disruptive consulting. Okay, you can do that. It's going to be stuff for that. It's going to be super easy. $150 for 100 people. After I hit 100 people, I'm going to go to the next level. One of the things I learned, and it was really rewarding to see people that bought 30 days for 2,500. It was rewarding to see people who bought other courses go ahead and get the consulting. Now, they're making money. And like I said, I'm just going to help heroes win more. There's a lot of people who watch this channel who just want the entertainment. They want to hear me talk smack. That's all well and good. But there's also a group of people who want to make money. There's also a group of people who want to change their lives, who want to change the lives of their family. And once again, we are about to hit, I believe this recession is going to be worse than the last one. And to give you the impact of the last recession, if you're a member of the Facebook group, you will have saw this post. There are people who've already had to take cuts in their pension. Now, what is the pension? This is fixed income. Now they're asking them to take cuts that's going to put them about 50% of their pension. These people are 70 and 80 years old, and they're going to take half of their pension. This is going to be painful. I want you to think. Now, this happened in the last recession, and it's still vibrating to today. This next one is going to have similar ramifications across all kinds of social programs. And I'm like saying, look, you need to you need to get on this. You need to go ahead and start your businesses. And one of the things we're going to talk about, not in Hustler Undergrad, because I'm going to change all the art, and just change the name to Hustler Undergrad, because essentially this will be college for hustlers. There's a few things that have to tighten up, but mostly it's there to get you started, to get you hustling, to get you making money. Now, once again, if you're tripping over 150, that means you're not doing the work. And you know why I know this? There is free information on this channel that will make you 150 a month. I don't know what else to do. Now, for the folks who are going to get into disruptive consulting, we're going to get into some more current stuff, but this is the path that I took. Very interesting thing I found someone who was blowing up on YouTube, and I looked at her older videos. She works about 18 to 20 hours a day. She's 18 years old, and she says, I live and breathe on my analytics. There was a picture of her eyes were bloodshot. She gets it. She's blowing up, but she's working her ass off. She ain't just playing around. I may have her on the show at Digital Money. So I'm going to reach out to her a little later. But this is the pathway, because everything, and let's just to be clear, because I know I have some questions, everything that is in Hustler's Kung Fu Life Skills will be in Hustler Undergrad. Everything, the LLC courses, all this stuff will be there. So first 100 people, and I will, like last night, I stayed up because it's like the minute that we get to my limit, because I don't want to have to refund anyone that needs money or be trying. It's like, so once I got to those 20 people, I shut it off. I deleted the link. I deleted the link last night. I just deleted the link this morning on YouTube. So once again, once I get to 100, whatever that takes, yeah, it's going to be over there. Let's see. I have no opinion on Dan Pena. I've heard of him, but I really haven't studied him. This dude Bakes, what's up? Rashida, oh, you excited? All right. What's up, Edward? Rashida's honest. Tim A, yep. Alex Reddy, 24/7. Death from 1,000 cuts is right over the horizon with the next recession. This is one of the reasons that I have made the decisions, because I want you to think about this. Whether you like me or hate me or whatever, I made a lot of predictions. I predicted the Amazon thing about almost 3 years before it started happening. I was right with Bitcoin. I know a lot of people who need to make a lot of money for doing absolutely nothing hate the fact that I'm right about Bitcoin and will argue me up and down. But once again, I'm just telling y'all what's going on. I'm just letting you know. And we're going to see who's going to take advantage of the opportunity. Because, man, it's working. And going back to what I said about your business, it's happening in my business. All right, this is my 9th year. This is the beginning of my 10th year. I just looked. Either August 3rd, August 6th, or something like this. Today is the day. This is very interesting. So the first 5 years were storage auction and resale stuff. And now here we are, year 5. So really last year it took off, which was year 4. So here we are, year 5, into year 5, going into year 6 of this cycle. And it took off. My business. The math doesn't change. And what I'm trying to do is provide a pathway of sustainable wealth to people. Because, like, let's go back to these poor people who are getting their pensions cut. And often these people were the folks in the family with the money. They were the ones loaning Big Mama some money, taking care of the kids. Now they're getting their money cut. Mom and dad, if they don't have specialized skills, they're out here doing the Uber Flex, Uber delivery. So you got this side squeezed and this side squeezed, because many people, and I am not one of them, believe in building a business, sell it, and get a bunch of money, and then invest it. I think that's going to prove in time to be a very dangerous strategy. Very, very dangerous. Because when you need that money, and if it's in the market and the market's crashing, guess what? You don't have no money. You just ass out. And I've seen this several times. I was able to get out the market clean with all my money plus a little profit. But once again, when I started playing the market, I wasn't in my 20s. I was in my 30s. And if you're like, and I'm just for those of you who want to do the market, if you're 18, that's when you need to start. If you're 18 years old and you put $100 in the market from age 18 to about age 30 and never put any more money in there, you should have a 7-figure portfolio. But if you start putting money in at 35, 38, and you put in $500 a month, you would have had more money in the market if you started at 18 and stopped at 30 than if you put $500 a month from age 35, because time, compound interest in time. And this is one of the things that really bites a lot of Americans and people. By the time that they have money to invest, they got to put in large sums of money to get some of the benefits of someone who started a long time ago. Just being real. Edward Koch. See, what I want y'all guys to do is watch this video 3 times. I knew that question. Edward, watch this. Just watch this video over and over again. Your question will be answered. And it's $150 per month. It's not $150 one-time fee. It's $150 a month for 20 months. Cosmic wisdom. Me and my dad was talking about the recession. We can't wait. Going to be lots of everything's going to be on sale. Everything. People, cars, houses, buildings, technology. Everything's going to be on sale. Always ready. Interest rates are going up and the housing market is slowing down. Foreclosures on the rise. This is going to be interesting. Very. Roadside Warriors, company I work for, just cut their commission by 30%. A lot of people left the company. I'm using the marketing skills I learned to adjust. Good move. Well, let's address this, Roadside Warriors. So they cut their commission by 30%. A lot of people left. Do you have access to the leads of all those people that left? If you can get those leads, hell yeah, stay. Because they may have cut it by 30%, but if you can double your productivity, it's not going to matter. Josh Farr, I know, but school doesn't teach people to start investing at 18. But this is one of the things you're going to learn in Hustlers Undergrad and Disruptive Money is money. I didn't know this stuff when I was 18. And this is what's really interesting. When I was 18, I was very thrifty. I would cut lawns. I would save money. My mom would find my money and then, quote, take loans. And I never get my money back. And I think that there are many young people, men and women, who are robbed and raped by their parents financially to the point that it almost teaches them not to hustle and make money because someone's going to take their money. Because I think that happened to me for a minute. It's like, what's the hell of me hustling? She goes, take my money. Then I was like, you know what? I'm going to hide my money. I had, how many of y'all used to keep money in a cigar box? I used to keep my money in a cigar box. So I would put $20 in the cigar box, right? Then I would take the rest of the money and put it in a sock and hide it in my bed. And she never found it. I never told anyone that, but yes, I had to hide money from my mom. Sure did. Damn, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Oh man. Barfield, quick question. When I go get my LLC, do I get once again, it's $150. You can go ahead and get Hustler Undergrad, and all that information is there. Yeah, Roadside Warrior, if you can get their leads and everybody's leaving, you can clean up. You can be like, hey, Mr. Customer, I know that John left, but I'm still here and I'm going to serve you. You could probably make way more money. The original damn, geez, people will be, all right, people are on sale right now. It will be a fire sale. You know that 10 that's going to cost you, I'm just going to keep it real because some dudes are doing this. That 10 that's going to cost you $2,500 a month, she going to be on sale for $500. Oh yeah, everything. Every coat, Crown Royal, but it wasn't a Crown Royal bag. It was just like a paper bag. I didn't even know about but Crown Royal bags, people did keep those little bags. I know a guy, we used to call him Big Man. He used to keep all his change in his little purple bag. It was funny. Erica Williams, thanks for the $5 super chat. Oh, wait a minute. Josh, thanks for the $5 super chat. Buy when there's blood in the streets if the blood's your own. Yeah, I'm about to start advertising again. I'm just waiting. I am waiting for that moment. Erica Williams, thanks for $5. Everything's going to be on sale. Got 4 companies offering no doc loans right now. Bought the house on the auction with no doc loan. I told you when I saw those suckers were back, I was like, ask yourself, why did they do the no doc loans? Because the market was standing out and they want to keep the cash flow coming in. Eric, oh dang, Erica back again. Appreciate you. Glenda's right, I will confess. Reached out to 10 investors in Nashville who just lowered their prices on new build construction this past week. I'm like, it's if you're positioned, this thing will not be scary. If you're positioned, if you're hustling, if you got some stuff going on, this could be the moment of your family legacy, this next recession. But if you got a job, unless your job pays you like 6 figures and you've got no debt and you're going to have to be out here. Trend a minute. This is happening to my little sister. She stays with my mother. She's in college working 3 jobs. Wow. She's busting. She's got a good work ethic. Tim May, the game is to be sold. You know the rest. Struggle days. I used to wake up to mom stuffing my money in her pocket. She just, man, that is just disgusting. It is disgusting because it hits you in the feels on that, man. Because the thing is, you as a kid have no voice and no agency. And you just got robbed like I did. I mean, seriously. Todd LeBron, Glendon, you helped me earn $977 this month from my service business, and I'm only 17 years old. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate that comment. Everett, that was me who hid my money in the Crown Royal back. I mean, part of the family dysfunction is one of the reasons that so many of us struggle to make money. Because money isn't just money. Money represents many things. And often, I have a friend, he had some beautiful parents. His parents were struggling. And he was making some extra money. And he was like, hey, here's some extra money. And his father said, no, that's your money. You earn that. Our job is to take care of you. You keep your money. I'll get a second job, and I'm proud of you, son. I mean, he had some beautiful, good, solid people. And, he just didn't get through the fucked up like a lot of us did. I had to unfuck myself because of, and this is something else too, that happens to a lot of black people. Due to all of the dysfunction that happened, because there's a lot of talk about racism, but there's not a lot of talk about the effects of racism on our parents and what it does to us, which is very, very pernicious, and people don't want to talk about that. Cosmic wisdom. I never had expectations that school would teach the basics of the life. You had to have your own curiosity to learn the information out there as you look. Cosmic wisdom. There used to be a course in school called home ec. Home ec taught you how to cook, how to balance your checkbook. There used to be courses called vocational school. Taught you how to weld. No, schools used to do that. All that stuff was taken out, and it's making a comeback now. So actually, schools had a social contract with the community, and teachers were like Darth Vader. It's like they put the Jedi sword on you, you were in trouble. No one challenged the teacher. If a teacher sent home a note to my mother, that was a scary moment. My mom did not go up there and question the teacher, but once again, the teachers were ethical. Anytime I was in trouble, I actually did some shit. No one ever pinned some shit on me. I actually did something. It's a different world. Roadside Warriors. By the recession affecting different markets will affect commission sales. Some say it will. Let me tell you what's going to happen. The companies that don't save money, the companies that reduce their marketing and stop their marketing, they're going to go under. The companies who are like, you know what? We need to have a healthy bank account. We need to keep spending. Matter of fact, we need to hire people. They gon' man, Wells Fargo grew during the Great Depression. Wells Fargo became one of the largest banks in the United States during the Great Depression because they were buying all of these defunct thrifts. Now, how could they do that? Because they didn't have no debt. See, the recession, and this is why I'm doing this. You can't say you have an excuse. If you're willing to work, you're willing to go ahead and get the Hustler Undergrad, $150 a month, 20 months. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to trust y'all. I just had some people finish up paying, it was like a 12-month deal. And I only had 2 people flake. So the community is trustworthy. So I'm going to trust the community. I'm going to have a social contract with y'all that you're going to do this. You're going to work hard. And then you make your 20 payments. You go through. Because if you just get into it good, you should build a 4-figure hustle real quick. And when I say real quick, 3 to 6 months. A lot of good information is going to be there. Agent J. Poole, I set up a real estate brokerage and got online with about 15 banks for pending foreclosure. This is about to be my moment. This dude Bakes, yep. Joshua Fielder, the No Child Left Behind Act, this notion that everyone needs to go to college, which is felonious. There are many good people who never went to college, who are plumbers, electricians, who made good money, bought homes, raised their families. But because you don't have, quote, a college degree, some people look down upon you. Even though these people, I won't tell y'all a little story real quick. I was dating this chick. The year was 2007. She kind of hid me. She had did to me what a lot of us do to them. It was just a fuck thing. It's like she had a party. I remember she had a dinner party and I wasn't invited. And I saw it on Facebook and I was like, huh, that's interesting. I never asked her about it because it was like, you know what? If she wanted me there, she would have said, that she wanted me there. And one night, when I was hitting it, and we were just talking, she was comfortable. She had come a few times. She said, man, you are just almost perfect. If only you had a degree. I didn't trip. I was like, I didn't get in my feelings because it was just a fuck thing. And I was like, well, we all have our crosses to bear. And that's what she thought of me. Year later, she lost her house. She was in debt to her eyeballs. And we saw each other. She didn't look like the same chick. She was still cute, but when you have money, money makes you look cuter. If you're already cute, money can make you look stunning. She didn't have the means for her upkeep. And we were just talking, and she got humble. She was going through it. She's like, I lost my house. Foreclosed. I'm living with my mom. That's terrible. That's terrible. Too bad you don't have a business. I sure did. I threw all kind of shade in that situation. You gonna judge me? I'm gonna judge you. And she's tried to come back several times. But I don't have a degree, so if that's what you feel about me, that's how you feel. I got this hustler undergrad degree that keeps me well fed, keeps me living nice. I got that degree. I don't have a formal degree. This is kind of funny. Ever since I started Disruptive Mail, I have been running into exes like a motherfucker. It has been the weirdest shit. Let's see. Roadside Roar, yes, I was in Votech school in 1993. Detroit changed my life. Agent J. Poole, Wells Fargo grew during the Great Depression, and Chase did the same thing during the Great Recession. Everything's going to be on sale again. True story. Man, let me just tell you, my dear hustlers, you'll be out here hustling. And this is going to be for females and this is going to be for males. You will have a pocket full of money and you will run into one of those people who will look down upon you because you don't have a degree. Even when shit is melting down, they will look down upon you. I see these because I watch all these economic forecasts and it's like, yeah, for people without a degree, and they don't tell the truth. For people, the top 10% of college graduates, yes, that holds true. Because the top 10% is recruited by the Fortune 2000. They're usually going to be good. The other 90% of degree holders, they just a little bit better than someone without a degree. And this next recession is going to reveal that. Maurice, most women think like that. If you don't have a BS degree in lunch, you're not a man. CCWS, my local high school had basic finance as an elective a few years ago. This is stuff they used to teach in school. They took it out. It's almost like we were intentionally dumbed down for it to be taken over. Mike. Josh Barr, the military should encourage young recruits to invest in instead of buying high interest used sports cars. You know what? I don't know if they do it now, but my first Sergeant Branch, I've talked about him before. He actually got us to get savings bonds, and that's how I actually bought my first car with no cosigner or nothing. So some of them do. Pretty much, Ben. The original APIP, I thought no doc loans were done away with after the last recession. If we know for a fact things are going left, why bring back a product that was detrimental to the economy? All right, if you're a Trump fan, close your ears because I'm about to talk some shit about Dusty Donald. Whatever Obama did, the safeguards, the Sarbanes-Oxley, all the stuff that Obama did, he undid it. These no doc loans just came back in the last 2 years. That's why they're back. There were provisions that would have prevented them from coming back. But since Trump, now, and it will impact a lot of people. That's on a, what's up, Mentor Shelley? I learned how to make a shirt in sewing class. Now I'm in the men's clothing business, Lamo. I mean, there's so many things that made sense are gone. And what I've done with like I said, you're going to get how to sell, how to do businesses, how to set up your LLCs and all this other stuff in Hustler Undergrad, because that's what I'm going to call it. It's $150 a month for 20 months. And then everyone that signs up maintains their payments. 20 months from now, you're going to get disruptive money, which is going to be so sexy and clean. Because I've kind of struggled, because sometimes I talk about stuff and many people are just not ready for it. You got to have the basics before you get into the advanced. And a lot of people try to go to advanced and they do a few things and they crash and they wonder why, because they didn't have the basics. So that is a big part of it. But I figure you got 12 months. They're going to prop this thing up until the midterms. And then shortly after people file their income taxes, because that's probably going to give the economy another boost for about, I say about 12, 13 months. You're going to really see it start to melt down hard. Because it's already melting down in sectors. You're going to see a total meltdown in about, like I said, 12 to 15 months. So while it's good, and then for those of people who are in disruptive money, we're going to talk about how to get certain things now. So that would be cool. Also, let's see. For those of you who are interested, let me go make sure that I have this right. It's September. So the next class is going to start September 15th for disruptive money. So I'll get everyone tightened up and on the right path, and then that's when I roll that out. But yeah, man, it's going to be very interesting. I just want to, it feels good. Because, when I was seeing people who were buying it and I was like, I've seen this name before. I've seen this name before. I've seen this name before. That's just validation like a motherfucker. Someone going to spend money with you again. That's just, and I know that some of you are hesitant to spend money because you don't feel confident. And this is another reason that I'm doing this. Because let's say you get into Hustler Undergrad. And 6 months in and you're making consistently $500 a month on your own. That's going to increase your confidence. And I once again, it was so hard not to go to the dark side. Man, it was hard. But I've already told you what the game is. Like many of these people, and someone yesterday said it, they make more money selling courses about drop shipping than they actually do drop shipping. Put it in there, and people go for that. Thank you, Lamodes. And this is something else that consistently happens, but also we need to talk about this. Now, for everyone because I'm going to have to separate y'all. I'm going to have to create a separate email list for you guys. But when I have like holes in my schedule, I'm going to do like live webinars just for the people who are on the new course, the $150 a month. I'll like put together a webinar. It's like, look, this day I got some time to take some questions, and it won't be on YouTube. It'll probably be a go-to webinar. So I'm going to do that on the holy days, because it is wild how this stuff is stacked up. So before I part, any questions on how this works? I need to, because I'm probably going to have to do some more. And like I said, once again, this is how it goes. 100 slots now, 150. Once those slots are gone, they're gone. And the reason that they're gone is that's going to be probably 20 months from now. That's going to be 4 months of people in these courses. And the courses are going to be more expensive. Now, at that point, I will have the bandwidth to do more, because I'm probably going to have 2 to 3 more people working for me. So we'll be able to take care of you and additional people, because it's going to be awesome. So after that 100, I'll still have this in play, but it's going to be 250. And after those 100 people, then it's going to be 350. And after those 100 people, it'll be 500, and it'll probably stay at 500. So if you want to get in now, go below, hit the link. What's going to happen, since I have to be on my P's and Q's, give me 24 hours or less to add you, because let me tell you why I cannot do a Stripe account with Hustle Camp. A few years ago when I was putting it together, they just had a problem with the word hustle. That was it. Because I mean, I've got a Stripe account for other stuff, not a problem. But hustle, it's a problem. And that's why it's only PayPal. And what I have to do is take it in PayPal, then transfer you over, send you a little welcome email, bring you in, give you links and recommendations on what you should start taking, what you should look at. And that should be it. So that looks like no one has any questions. And I'll be talking about this. I don't know how long it's going to take for these 100 slots to go. So get in and get early, because one of the things that, if you've noticed, I used to be very lackadaisical about cutting off coupons and stuff because I was so busy. Now I'm like, I am Johnny on the spot with it. Like on it. Let's see. Where are we with this? Okay. And once again, this is going to be the only thing that I will be selling at Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills. Well, the individual courses, they'll still be there, but they're probably going to be, it won't be the deal that this is. Stripe is, it's interesting. It's real interesting. Joshua, I'm just confused about starting my LLC. Once again, go. If you were to go out and talk to an attorney or a CPA after your first free hour, they're looking at $150 to $500 per hour. Once again, because one of the things is I get a lot of people who like low key try to get low key consulting, like, hey, what about this question? Then next live stream they'll come in, what about this question? And there's this path. And I'm just sitting there like, if you don't want to spend $150 a month, cool, I understand. I'm not mad at you. But when I'm putting out this kind of information that is so accessible to everybody, I'm not answering those questions. I'm just not. And this isn't at you, Joshua. It's just like, look, we got to get busy. We got to get busy. We got 12 to 15 months. Well, I should say y'all do. And I'm not being facetious, because I started working on this last year. I saw where it was. I saw little fires here, and I was like, this looks like this is going to turn into an inferno. And right now, I'm not in a good position because I'm in a cash flow heavy situation. And if my cash flow turns down, then I can start going into arrears. I can start moving money from places that it doesn't need to be moved from to pay for money, to pay for stuff that doesn't support itself. And that's one of the fundamental rules I have. If it can't support itself, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to euthanize it, because if you don't euthanize it, it's going to kill you. Many people are over leveraged right now. And to Erica's point, I've noticed there's like 6 builders, new construction. They put that bad boy on a rent because they got to pay those construction loans back. You can see signs everywhere. I'm just saying. And also, one of the things that's going to happen is we're going to get very deep into selling and marketing, and we're going to get very deep into digital selling and marketing and disruptive money. What's happening is probably 10, 15 years from now, everything will probably be digital, or most of it. And even if it's still face-to-face, it's going to start digitally. So, because all my stuff is digital. I don't really do any face-to-face marketing and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about digital. We're going to talk about other stuff. Josh was going to be one of those people. I should have got in at 150. I already see that. And that's cool. I see people all the time. It's like they're hesitant because, look, I know a lot of y'all want to get on the phone and talk to me, and I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video, and it's going to be, I'm probably going to put it on each channel of what a day of my life looks like, because many people just don't know. You just really don't understand. Like this girl who's killing it, she's working 18, 20 hours a day. That's why she's killing it. She's working 18, 20 hours a day. She's not working 8 hours a day and calling it a day and going out to have some beers. She is working 18 to 20 hours a day. And she's very much under the radar, which is kind of funny because this year she's gotten like almost 100,000 subscribers since March. From March to now, she's gotten 100,000 subscribers. And it's very interesting because she's got a whole different way of doing it than a lot of other people. Appreciate it, Ben. Yeah, because the thing is, you got to do some stuff. You got to implement. You got to put the stuff together. So we will see. And once again, I took down the link to Disruptive Money Consultant. That class is closed until September 15th. I'll be making announcements next time that goes. And if you want to be in the next class, I will go ahead and make some adjustments to the links, and you can do a 2-pay or a 3-pay. I think, yeah. Let's see. Pay now and 2 payments. I'll trust you on the 3rd. So if you go ahead and get this is now there's a cutoff. Like if on the 14th you go ahead and get your first payment, you're gonna have to wait another month. Just saying. I'm gonna put that out there now because I'm dealing with hustlers. I know what y'all think. I know how y'all think. Plus, we're gonna talk about some stuff that I never talked about. It's not dark hustling. It's just very edgy, aggressive hustling. So we'll get that. And to my favorite person who thumbs down every stream before it even starts, thank you. Because that means you're subscribed to the channel. And you need Jesus in your life. You need Jesus. You working overtime to hate on me. You need Jesus. You need Jesus in your life, boy. Or girl. I don't even know who it is. So that's one of the things. Any more questions before I depart on this wonderful Friday day? It's not raining here in Atlanta. Well, let's see. Will it be raining soon? And I'll be talking about this, and like I will, if you're on the email list, I'll be giving updates. Let's see. We got all kinds of stuff here. All right. Awesome. Okay. We got 10 people so far, so it's down to 90. Hustler Undergrad. Hustler Undergrad is the link. It should work. It should be, and it should spell it out. Yep. What it's going to do is take you to, let me see. Let me get in here. All right. So it's going to take you to this screen, and everything is spelled out. $150 for each 20 months. So $150 a month. Your billing date will be the day that you sign up on. 10 are gone already, so we're down to 90. Just saying. See, I'm cool like that. I want you guys to win. Because, it's funny. I've done this for years. There will be people who will not get the 150. And there will be more people who they'll move faster because there's only going to be 100. Because I don't want to overload or overburden myself in the future. So I have to be careful about this. But people will jump on the 250 quicker than they'll jump on the 150. And then people will jump on the 350 a little quicker. And then the 450, it'll level off. And the 500, it'll just be what it is. But it is, and I'm going to, since you asked that question, that means that I haven't explained this correctly. And I haven't put this in there. But I'm going to update that. Patrick, it applies to any type of business. This dude bakes. Oh, I'm still here, Lamo. There's a few more things. I need to straighten it out. This dude bakes a temporary hostess. Wonder Bread shut down several years back. Broke up a major part of the bakers' unions. I think they may have done that on purpose. Get letters every in and out saying pensions may be gone. Oh, man. Agent J. Poole, I like that. A hater's payment is their attention. Let me get in here and modify this and just put it out in very plain language. Hustler Undergrad. Let's see. 150 times 20 months. Okay. Make sure that it's clear. And once again, I'm just being straight up with y'all, because last night really encouraged me. I was like really, really touched. Let's see. All right. So that should be clear. 150 times 20 months, Hustler Undergrad, and we're down to 89. It will be automatic, Charles. King Nick, if I sign up for Hustlers Undergrad now, will I have the option to apply it towards an email separate? All right, once you sign, I had to read your question a few times. All right, this is how it works, and just to spell it out. You go ahead and you sign up. and that's just going to be in PayPal. Then what I'm going to do is add you to the platform. And then once I add you, you will have the option to change your email address inside the platform, if that makes sense. Because it's going to be a two-part sale. Because I think you missed the part where I can't do Stripe. And to do PayPal with payments is a nightmare. And Stripe doesn't like the word hustle. And I'll be sending out emails. I'll let y'all know, because I know a lot of y'all gonna wait till the last minute. This I know. And it ain't just y'all. It's human nature. It's just human nature. I have a drone, and I crashed the drone, sent it in, and got another drone, and then somehow the controller isn't charging up, so my flight times are very short because the controller battery goes dead super quick. I had DJI refresh. You know, I sent that remote controller back in the day before that thing expired. So it's just human nature. So that's what we'll do. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Because now that I'm really confident that I can tell people the truth, that you're not going to become a millionaire overnight, that you're not going to blow up overnight, but in time you can change your financial situation. Even in a recession, because one of the reasons that I've been having all these recession talks way early is the time to act is now. Like once the recession hit, if you haven't made moves, if you hadn't set stuff up, it's too late. And this is one of the reasons, like, I was trying to get a lot of men to do the LLC, and a lot of dudes were just like, unless my nuts are on fire, I ain't really interested in that right now. I mean, that actually saved my tender parts, because if I hadn't did the things that I did in 2012, I would be wide open and exposed. Because on this YouTube channel, I have to find it, but there's a video where I said what my intentions were to do with this company and stuff, and I did it. It was a year before someone got pregnant. See, it's going to be very interesting because I don't think she even knows that yet. And it's amazing how when you do the right thing for the right reasons, that at some point in the future, the benefits are like 20x, 30x, 40x. Because it wasn't selfish and I was looking out for other people, I got protected. There's a very interesting dynamic on that. Lamont, I got rid of my credit card, my debt to credit cards. Now I can bank more money before the recession and keep hustling and keep on making money with my business and continue to making it grow. Yeah, because the thing is, one of the good things about the hustle aspect is you can start a hustle fairly quickly, but you run into this time issue. You got your job, you got your hustle. And for a few months to a year, you just not going to have a lot of time to hang out. And that's usually what causes the problem. But you'll be able to hang out a lot longer. And there's some other stuff too that I'm going to be putting into disruptive money. Because like I said, I'm going to get into the digital marketing, but it's going to be a digital marketing with a direct marketing method. It's something that I haven't done before. I'm going to do it and check out the results, and I may just do it in the group and let people see it. All right. So it is, it's 3:30. Time flies. It's been a long night. But once again, hopefully it's clear. And once again, for the people who get into this for $150, I will try to do it at least every 2 weeks, maybe once a week, where we will have an open session where you can ask questions about stuff. Because it'll be like a question party, except it will be a webinar. It will not be on YouTube. All right. Links below. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. And I'll update you on how many are left via the email list.